Hey, what's going on, tough guy? How you doing, brother? This is Hank from Hank Gaming TV, and today's episode of Games We Love, I'm going to take you back to one of my retro videos from back in the day when I was a young buck, and we're going to be reviewing Black Belt for the Sega Master System. And I'm going to dedicate this video to a good old buddy of mine named Mike Gartner from Stank Mask Gaming. Go check him out. This guy's a riot. I love you, brother. This video's for you because I know one of his favorite games. The game actually that got him into gaming was this game, Black Belt. And this is for you, Big Daddy Cool. Enjoy and happy holidays to all of you.
Alright boys, here we go, where it's a new episode of Games We Love, that's right. And today's edition's going to be a little different. It's going to be about an old game from back in the 80s called Black Belt. An unbelievable game, a game that, I don't know if it revolutionized fighting games, but this game used to scare me senseless. And it was a tough game, little ins and outs in the game that were really tough to beat. And today I want to show you guys how to get it done, because when I was a kid, it was so frustrating, and you know, playing this game was really tough, and if the only way that you can proceed and be successful in the game is if you know the ins and outs. And today I'm going to show you a nice little 1986 game. And when I first bought this game, I watched Bloodsport back in the day, and I thought it was the game from Bloodsport. Remember back in the movie when Van Damme and his big old buddy were at the hotel playing that karate game? As you see there, that picture over there, I thought it was that game because they both came out in 86. As you see the dates there. And the game for Black Belt also came out the same year, so I thought it was definitely that game. But it really wasn't. But I wasn't really let down because the game really was entertaining. It was tough though, it was a battle. And as you start off, the game has two different components. It's got like the 2D platform view where you're fighting away and the little dumb guys are exploding like I don't know what. But then there's also where you fight each boss in each level. Now, if you look here, first things first, I used to think the graphics were absolutely outstanding. But now as the time has come, it's different. But each guy that you would face, there's all these little strategies that you need to know in order to beat them. Like say for this little Pink Panther here, in order to beat him, you have to make sure that you're sticking and moving and that you're hitting him in the head. If you don't hit him in the head, he's not going to lose much power. And when to finish him off, you have to make sure that you either punch or kick him in the head. If you go for the body, he's not going to lose power. So basically, you're going to be hitting him with no result and no effectiveness. So see how I'm kicking him in the head there? It can't be. It's got to be a standing punch so you can do the rapid fire like this. Rapid fire. Big time moves there, folks. Sorry for being loud, but I'm hyper. I'm back. I had a couple coffees and I'm doing it. You know, I should go into decaf. But anyway, you see the Legion of Doom there from WWE. They were jumping around and the Legion of Doom left you. Now it's time to fight the Circus Master here. You know, you stole his food that he was supposed to give the elephants and the tigers and the lions, and he's after you. And luckily I have the invincibility mode because he can't take power away from me. But if I didn't have the invincibility mode, I probably would have been dead here because he is actually pretty tough, as you have to break his line of defense, which is his whip, and take him out into in his head there. And that's what I'm trying to do here. And as I'm continuing to jab and move and taking a pounding in the meantime, I eventually do it. Slicing him with the sweep kick is not going to do it. You got to jump and kick him. But he's hard because he's little pitter-patter shots that really get annoying. But as you go on and you fight the main guy in this next level here, he's actually pretty much easy because as I learned going on, the best thing to do is to slap him in the head there. That's the best offense with that. And then finish him with a kick. And every kick, Riki, who's the guy that you use, his finishing move is to go buck wild on the guy. And that's what he's doing. He's going buck wild crazy like a madman, like a chicken with his head cut off. And I'm going a mile a minute here. But anyway, you take him out and you're off to the next round. The next round, you know, you're off against another big boss, and it's funny, all the little guys in the beginning of each level, they always look like characters from back in the day, as these guys remind me of little Pee Wee Herman in his pajamas. Pee Wee Herman in his pajamas! Yeah, that's right, but their main boss is going to be E. Honda's buddy from Street Fighter. You got to watch out, because he's like a bull in a china shop. He comes running at you, you got to move! You got to stick and move, use your jab, use your punches, and make sure that if he comes at you, you got to jump back and don't let him sit on you because it'll be game over. You know how that is. So as he stays stationary, you got to jump on top of him and use your jab. When he starts doing the the big hippopotamus jump, you got to make sure that you dodge it and punch him, and then you go back to the fatality finishing move. This is made it where they got fatalities from back in the day. As you're slapping him out crazy, taking him off the screen, saying, you know what, E-Honda, go back to Mandarin, and I'm going to continue. I also want to show you how hard some of these 2D fighters are from the platform, as this guy from the Shinobi days, he was hard and he killed me, and also these big barbarians with the butcher knives there as they're killing you. As their main level ends and you fight them, the main guy, it's Freddy Krueger time, and this guy is by far the toughest guy in the game, because the key to success with being Freddy here is that you gotta make sure that you're all about the counterattack. Once he punches you, you gotta punch him back. If you don't do that, you're dead meat like I am, you know? And like my dinner tonight. But anyway, as I'm fast forwarding here, once he hits me with a punch, you hit him with another one, he loses his mask, you're saying I don't want that because it's poison. Some Asian lettering is up there, I don't know what that means, it probably says like, congratulations, you did it. Now you're off to fight Arsenio Hall and all his buddies. So you're in New York, you're fighting Arsenio Hall as he's coming here with all of his buddies. It does look like him. It was a good show, by the way. And they're jumping around like mad. Did the same strategy with the first level. Take the invincibility and keep on going. So, so you can just get to the end of the line. Ghostbusters are coming now, boys. Buckle up. Here we go. Ghostbusters are coming here. You got to make sure that you kill them because they're hitting you with the spicy meatballs there coming out of the chute. That you got to make sure that you dodge them and hit them. But again, it's the pitter-patter shots that get to you. And if you're not moving, they're going to keep on shooting at you and kill you. Because you know what? There's no favors in the programmers in this game. They don't want you to beat their game. And that's what you're doing right now. Arsenio's back, guys. Arsenio's back. You got to continue kicking him out of the way and saying your show wasn't great anymore. It's time for David Letterman. See you later. And you're doing that. And you're just moving along here as I'm just jumping around and just moving along. This guy here, or it's actually a girl, she-male, he-male, you want to call it, it's a human, Rita. She is tough because even though she only has 2 moves. She has the Liu Kang flying kick, as you've seen there, and then she has right there the Karate Chop Mania. The Karate Chop Mania is kind of crazy because you don't know where it's coming from. The jump kick always comes from corners, but as you see here, if you look at the Rita's power, I'm like hitting her with all sorts of different combinations. The jump kick, the straight jab, some body shots, and her power doesn't go down. And that's the one thing that was frustrating as a kid, and even the kids that were playing it back in the day, and even now, if they even do play this game. I like it, guys. But anyway, you got to make sure that you're trying to figure out how to get the power away from her. And what you can do is you got to switch up your combinations. If you hit her down with a kick and punch, you have to make sure that you're doing the same thing. I mean, you're mixing it up. Pardon my language. So if you're doing a kick, you got to do a punch low. If you're doing a punch low, then you end up got to do a punch high. You got to switch it up, or else she's not going to lose power, as you see right here. And to finish her off, when she jumps and does the Liu Kang, you got to make sure you catch her in the air and you punch her while she's in flight. While she's in flight, you lay one on her and she will go down. Because if you see here, nothing's phasing her. She has a shield out of hell or whatnot. But anyway, you see here it's a battle. She jumps up, boom, punch her in the face, or punch her in the little fat stomach as she keeps the butterball turkey in there, and you are off to the next round. For me, she is definitely the last guy, I think, because the last challenge, because this last guy here, he's fairly easy. As you see the fireworks there, it's thunder, it's lightning. I know it hasn't been a great summer. And he comes, and the funny thing is here, he looks like that he's half asleep here, but the programmers are probably saying, we're going to put this like he's half asleep because it's a dream if you even beat this game because it's so damn tough. Pardon my damn there, I shouldn't have said that. But at the end, it's funny how he raised his hands thinking that he won, but eventually you win, which is kind of bizarre. But it was tough. Luckily for Save As You Go with my emulator, I can save as I go, so I had more chances to get this far in the game. But as the game ends, there's one more thing to do, boys. That's to save the girl. That's how it was in the 80s. If it's a fighting game, you got to save the girl. He takes her. He says, we're going to Mandarin, or we're going for dim sum, or whatever you want to do, but I want to make you happy. And then at the end here, I like how they say, you finally defeated the boss and temporarily brought peace to the world. Temporarily leaves the door open for a sequel, which never happened, which was pretty sad. Now, with the experience you've gained and Kyoko's love to sustain you, continue to battle onward to an even more rousing victory. And that's the game right there, folks. Under 10 minutes, because YouTube wouldn't let me make a longer video than 10. This game, I think, for me, it left a mark on it because that's what I used to play back in the day. And it was tough and it was rough. And if you want to try playing it, guys, go for it. I think it was a great little start to the fighting games, and it was a fun little segment for the Master System. Anyway, boys, I've been speaking a mile a minute. I love you guys. Thanks a lot, and it's good to be back. Peace.